Hey there, Shucker Patty here. We're going to talk about how you're going to shuck oysters at home. Say you don't have any of the fancy dancy oyster shucker patty trays or regular little oyster knives, or you have an oyster knife or whatnot. But what are you going to do if you don't have the trays? Use a cookie sheet. Everybody has one of these at the house. And what if you don't have the shucking puck? Well, that's okay. You don't have to have the shucking puck. You can get a hockey puck if you want to, but use that cloth. Use one cloth. If you're going to choose a cloth to shuck oysters in, don't use your mom's favorite tea towel. That's underneath here. Keep it wet and the tray won't slide along. Keep that as a tip. But take a cloth and dedicate it as the oyster cloth of the house. Use it, abuse it, rinse it, wash it in the dishwasher, hang it in the garage. Until next time. Simple. Don't use anything else. Don't throw it in the laundry. You're going to get shell where you don't want to have shell in your frilly things. It happens. Cookie tray holds water and shells. So you get your cloth, you fold it up into that lovely little square that we talked about, and you open up and you allow an oyster to come in, cover it up, leave that hinge open, grab your handy dandy oyster knife, go into the hinge, shuck it, hold onto the oyster like you mean it. Pretend I don't have a fancy glove on. I'm protecting my hand with the cloth like this. Ideally, I want to hold the cloth with my thumb and forefinger as such, holding it to protect my forefinger as well. So hold the oyster so it doesn't move around. You insert the blade into the hinge, give it a little wiggle till it sets, and then you twist it. Key in a lock. Torx breaks open that hinge. Now you don't have to look anymore. You don't have to cover it anymore because the hard part's been done. Open it up so you can see what you're doing. Pry open that hinge as such, and then you pry it up and scrape where it's attached to the top shell. Save that shell right here. And then you're going to turn the oyster so the adductor is closer to you. Look for grit. There's new shell growth right there. It's already happening. It's springtime and oysters are starting to grow again. This is the adductor muscle. Scrape underneath the adductor muscle and that oyster is ready to go. Don't flip. If you can shuck oysters nice and cleanly, do not flip your oyster. If something happened, that's okay. Flip it like this. Nobody has to know, except for me, but that's okay. We're learning. Flip the oyster showcases a perfect oyster every single time, and it's perfectly loose for your guests to arrive. If you want to have it Parisian style, I'll show you that next time. But this is going to be a system that you can use to present your oysters. You can have your friends come out right here. You can put your oysters right here on the edge, and you can shuck on this side, present on that side, and they can come by and grab a few oysters. This is how you oyster bar at home with Shucker Patty. We'll see you later.